I still remember the look in Mr. Walter's eyes as if it were yesterday. He was 71, a retired school teacher from Ohio, sitting across from me in the clinic, his head lowered, voice raspy. "Doctor, am I really falling apart?" Walter used to be strong. At 65, he was still laying down wooden floors in his backyard by himself. He'd carry heavy grocery bags for his wife every week, without ever complaining of being tired. But lately, something had changed. Just getting up from a chair left him breathless. His arms felt like jelly, and his legs seemed too weak to lift him up the front steps of his own home. What he didn't know was this: his body wasn't just getting older, it was quietly draining away his muscles, bit by bit, every single day. And the heartbreaking part? He's not alone. After 60, your body enters a silent battle. No alarms, no loud warnings, just subtle shifts. Standing takes longer. Lifting bags feels heavier. Walking tires you out quicker. Then one day, you realize you're not as strong as you used to be. But here's the truth. Losing muscle after 60 is not inevitable. And more importantly, it's not irreversible. You don't need expensive pills or exhausting workouts. It starts with something as simple as, what's on your plate? Today I'll show you 6 simple foods, plus one final warning that most people overlook, that can help your body rebuild muscle naturally, preserve your balance, independence, and vitality well into your later years. So stay with me for a few minutes. What I'm about to share might just change the way you look at food, forever. And if you truly care about keeping your body strong, independent, and in control, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and leave me a short comment below. I'm ready to stop muscle loss. Just that one line. Because sometimes that's the first step to reclaiming the strength that's always been yours. On Greek yogurt, the gentle secret to rebuilding muscle in old age. I still vividly remember the story of Mrs. Anita, 68 years old, living alone in Kansas. Every morning she used to walk around the neighborhood park and then tend to her small backyard garden. A calm, healthy woman, living neatly and independently. But then one day she came into my clinic, slowly sat down and softly said, "Doctor, I don't know what's happening to me. I just walked for a bit and my knees felt like they were about to give out. It's like all the energy in my body is gone." Looking at her, I knew right away. This wasn't just aging. Her muscles were slowly wasting away, silently, without a sound. And the cause? Often something that seemed so small, like a simple cup of yogurt she had skipped for years. I'm talking about Greek yogurt, a humble food that turns out to be a nutritional goldmine for people over 60. You see, after the age of 60, maintaining muscle isn't as easy as it used to be. With each passing year, we lose muscle mass, quietly without warning. And when it's not properly nourished, muscle continues to shrink, leaving behind fatigue, poor balance, and eventually the loss of independence within your very own home. Greek yogurt is one of the simplest yet most effective foods to help stop that from happening. It's strained to remove excess whey, making it thicker, creamier, and much higher in protein than regular yogurt. A single cup of Greek yogurt contains around 15 to 20 grams of complete protein, packed with all the essential amino acids your aging body needs to rebuild and maintain muscle. And here's something most people don't know. After 60, your body becomes less responsive to protein. This is known as anabolic resistance. That means if you needed just 10 grams of protein to build muscle at 30, now you might need 50% more. And it must be high-quality protein, like the kind found in Greek yogurt. But it's not just about protein. Greek yogurt is also rich in calcium, a mineral essential for keeping your bones strong, especially in areas prone to fractures, like your hips and legs. When bones weaken, nearby muscles have to overcompensate just to keep you upright, which leads to cramps, joint pain, and long-lasting fatigue. But when your bones are well supported, your muscles can work more efficiently and with less strain. I think of Mrs. Linda Garvey, 71 years old, from Albany, New York. She came to see me because her legs would shake when she walked for too long, and her arms felt too weak to grip anything. After I explained the connection between protein, calcium, and muscle strength, she made one small change to her breakfast: a cup of Greek yogurt with chia seeds and blueberries. A few weeks later, she came back, smiling brighter, walking steadier. "Didn't seem like much, doctor," she said, "but it changed how I feel every morning." Another overlooked benefit? Greek yogurt is rich in probiotics, beneficial bacteria that support digestion. As we age, our digestive system often becomes more fragile, affected by medications, irregular eating habits, and chronic conditions. This weakens nutrient absorption. But when your gut health is restored by probiotics, your body can better absorb crucial nutrients like magnesium, vitamin D, and calcium, all vital for muscle strength and bone resilience. Greek yogurt is also incredibly versatile. You can eat it plain, blend it into smoothies, use it as a base for salad dressings, or substitute it for sour cream and savory dishes. And if you're lactose intolerant, there are many lactose-free or plant-based Greek yogurts with similar protein content. Here's my advice. Enjoy one serving of Greek yogurt daily, ideally paired with fresh fruits, seeds, or whole grains to boost its nutritional value. And be sure to choose unsweetened varieties. Added sugars can sabotage your efforts to protect your muscles. In short, Greek yogurt is not just a snack. It's a powerful tool to help seniors maintain strength, balance, and the dignity of independent living. A small change that could make a truly life-changing difference. 2. Chicken thighs, a natural source of protein and minerals to rebuild muscle. After 60, I have an older patient, Mr. Thomas, 74, living in southern Texas. He once served in the fire department, a strong, disciplined man who lived by routine. But during a recent checkup, he sighed and said to me, "Doc, I feel myself getting weaker. My legs aren't as agile. Even stepping up onto my porch feels heavy." When I asked about his diet, he proudly told me he eats clean. Lean chicken breast, steamed or boiled, low in fat. Sounds healthy, right? But in reality, that overly clean habit was silently depriving him of essential nutrients his aging muscles needed to stay strong. Here's what many people don't realize. Chicken thighs, not chicken breasts, are one of the most complete and absorbable muscle rebuilding meats, especially after 60. As we reach our senior years, our bodies naturally slow down the muscle regeneration process, and eating protein alone isn't enough. You need the right kind of protein, absorbed the right way, and paired with supporting minerals. Chicken thighs fit that bill perfectly. A medium chicken thigh contains around 20 to 25 grams of complete protein, meaning it includes all 9 essential amino acids your body requires to rebuild and repair muscle tissues. This is especially important for seniors, where minor strains or daily physical effort can slowly break down muscle without obvious injury. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at processing protein. That means not only do you need more protein, but it also has to be from a source your body can easily absorb, like chicken thigh meat. Unlike ultra-lean chicken breast, chicken thighs retain a moderate amount of natural fat. This not only enhances flavor, but also aids in the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like A and K, both crucial for bone strength, joint flexibility, and preventing inflammation in areas like the knees and hips, which are common sources of pain after 60. But it gets better. Chicken thighs are also naturally rich in iron and zinc. Iron helps deliver oxygen to working muscles, reducing fatigue and preventing those wobbly, shaky feelings during walks or lifting tasks. Zinc plays a major role in tissue repair and boosting immune function, absolutely critical as the body's healing process slows with age. I think of Mrs. Geraldine Banks, 73, from Mesa, Arizona. She told me her legs had been feeling weak. Even a short walk in the morning left her drained, and stepping off a curb required holding onto something for balance. After consulting with a nutritionist, she started including chicken thighs in her meals twice a week, usually roasted or stewed with herbs and olive oil. About 4 weeks later, she came back and said, "I never imagined that something I used to think was boring could help me step up so much easier. Every time I eat it now, it feels like I'm taking a supplement." The beauty of chicken thighs is that they're easy to find, budget-friendly, and extremely versatile. Whether you bake, stew, pan-sear, toss them into soups or stir-fries, they remain a valuable protein source without requiring fancy cooking skills or expensive ingredients. This matters greatly for those living alone or on a fixed retirement income. For best results, I usually recommend eating chicken thighs 2 to 3 times a week, paired with colorful vegetables, whole grains, or beans. to create a balanced, fully nourishing meal. If you're concerned about saturated fat, you can remove the skin. But if your doctor hasn't advised against it, keeping the skin adds flavor and keeps you fuller longer. In short, chicken thighs are more than a simple dinner item. They are a silent weapon in the fight against age-related muscle loss. Packed with high-quality protein, essential minerals, and easy to prepare on any budget, chicken thighs deserve a regular spot on the menu for anyone who wants to stay strong, agile, and independent for years to come. 3. Lentils. Plant-powered strength to restore muscle after 60. I once had a patient named Mr. Hank, 75 years old, from Boise, Idaho. A man who loved hands-on work. He spent his days gardening, trimming hedges, and cleaning around the house. But slowly, even the simplest tasks began to wear him out. "I just bent down to pull a few weeds," he told me, "and I got lightheaded. My legs didn't even want to hold me up." Hank's issue wasn't a lack of activity. It was a lack of sustained fuel for his muscles to regenerate and stay strong. And in our follow-up conversations, I suggested something simple, cheap, and often overlooked, yet packed with plant-based power. Lentils. If you're looking for a meat-free but nutrient-rich way to support muscle strength, lentils are one of the smartest additions you can make to your diet, especially after age 60. These tiny legumes hold a powerhouse of energy and restoration for seniors: protein, iron, and fiber, the three pillars for maintaining muscle, fighting fatigue, and regaining strength. And because they're plant-based, lentils also support heart health, digestion, and blood sugar balance, all of which are critical for older adults managing multiple health concerns. Let's start with the most important benefit: plant protein. One cooked cup of lentils delivers about 18 grams of protein, an impressive amount compared to most vegetables. While animal protein often gets all the attention, lentils offer a fantastic alternative, easy to digest and gentle on the stomach, which many seniors need as digestion becomes more delicate with age. The protein in lentils directly supports muscle synthesis. When paired with light activity like walking, resistance bands, or stretching, the results multiply. Even if you don't eat meat regularly, simply adding lentils to your meals 2 to 3 times a week can noticeably boost your energy and leg strength. But lentils bring more to the table than just protein. They're also a rich source of iron, the mineral that helps transport oxygen to your muscles. Without enough iron, you tire more easily, feel lightheaded, and may gasp for air even after light exertion. The iron in lentils is non-heme iron, which absorbs better when combined with vitamin C-rich foods like tomatoes, bell peppers, or lemon juice. For older adults on the verge of iron deficiency, this is a natural way to rebuild endurance and energy without relying on iron pills, which often cause constipation and digestive discomfort. Lentils also stand out for their high fiber content, which helps stabilize blood sugar and support a healthy gut microbiome. That's more important than it sounds. A healthy gut allows better absorption of nutrients like magnesium and calcium, two minerals critical for muscle contraction and bone strength. Fiber also helps you feel full longer, reducing mindless snacking and supporting a healthy weight, which in turn reduces pressure on joints and improves mobility. Back to Mr. Hank. After our session, he started adding lentils to his lunch, sometimes in soup, sometimes in a cold salad, with vegetables and olive oil. A month later, he returned with brighter eyes and a firmer stride. "My body feels like it's running on better fuel," he said. A small change with a clear impact. One more reason I often recommend lentils is because they're inexpensive, long-lasting, and quick to cook. Unlike many other legumes that require overnight soaking, lentils can be ready in under 30 minutes. Perfect for older adults who want convenient meals without a fuss. To get the most benefit, rotate different types of lentils: brown, green, red, or black. Use them in soups, mix them with rice, toss into salads, or even make vegetarian tacos. Add a squeeze of lemon or combine with spinach to boost iron absorption and flavor. In short, lentils are a humble yet mighty food from nature. They help restore muscle, increase energy, improve endurance, and make you feel more stable and grounded with every step. No need for drastic changes. Just start with one lentil-based meal per week, and you may find your body thanking you in a very real way. 4. Cottage cheese, the silent protein that rebuilds muscle while you sleep. I once asked my patient Franklin, a 76-year-old man from Minnesota, when during the day he felt the weakest. He was quiet for a moment and then said, "It's in the morning, doctor. I wake up feeling like a withered tree. Just standing up makes me tremble, and I have to hold on to the wall just to walk out of bed." I understood exactly what he meant, and I also knew that so many older adults experience the same thing without realizing what's truly behind it. The problem isn't just what you eat during the day, it's how you're starving your body overnight. Your body stays active while you sleep, especially during tissue repair, muscle regeneration, and energy restoration. But if you're not feeding your body the right nutrients at night, those long hours become a dead zone where muscle actually breaks down to make up for the missing fuel. That's why I advise Mr. Franklin, and now you, to get familiar with a simple nighttime hero: cottage cheese. No frills, no fancy preparation, but it might just be the most natural remedy for rebuilding muscles silently as you sleep. What makes cottage cheese unique lies in its primary protein, casein, a slow-digesting protein that delivers a steady stream of amino acids for several hours. While other proteins like whey or plant-based varieties digest quickly, casein provides continuous nourishment during the resting hours, which is exactly when your body repairs itself most intensely. Just half a cup of low-fat cottage cheese delivers around 14 grams of complete protein, including all 9 essential amino acids needed to protect lean muscle mass, the kind of muscle most vulnerable to loss as we age. And the older you get, the more your muscle synthesis slows. Adding casein at night acts like a gentle overnight drip, preserving your muscle tissue while you sleep, so you wake up stronger and more refreshed. But cottage cheese isn't just about protein. It's also rich in calcium and phosphorus, 2 minerals crucial for bone strength and muscle contraction. When your bones are stable and your joints move freely, your whole body operates more smoothly, whether you're getting out of bed, climbing stairs, or walking across uneven ground. There's also a hidden gem inside: tryptophan, a natural amino acid found in dairy. Tryptophan helps your body produce serotonin and melatonin, the very hormones that relax your mind and promote deeper sleep. For older adults who toss and turn, wake up frequently, or struggle with light sleep, cottage cheese supports both muscle and rest. Back to Mr. Franklin. After I suggested he try eating half a cup of cottage cheese before bed, a few nights each week, he came back 2 weeks later and said, "You weren't kidding, Doc. I'm waking up more easily, with less soreness. Even my rehab sessions feel smoother." I never imagined a bedtime snack could make this much difference. And that's the beauty of cottage cheese. It's versatile. Pair it with blueberries, peaches, or sprinkle in some nuts and cinnamon for a flavorful kick. Watching your salt intake? Low-sodium versions are widely available now. Lactose sensitive? No worries. Lactose-free cottage cheese is more accessible than ever. To get the most benefit, eat 1/2 to 3/4 cup in the evening, especially after days with physical activity or when you're feeling run down and need recovery. No cooking, no prep. Just keep a tub in the fridge, and you've got a powerful nighttime recovery tool ready to go, helping you wake up with better balance, less stiffness, and renewed energy for a day you control. In short, cottage cheese is the silent doctor for aging muscles, delivering slow-releasing protein, bone-strengthening minerals, and sleep-enhancing compounds, all without a single pill. 5. Spinach, the quiet green leaf that restores muscle and reawakens energy in old age. One day, Mr. Marvin, 78 years old, from Denver, Colorado, came to my clinic with a tired smile. He said, "Doctor, I don't feel pain anywhere in particular, but my whole body just feels out of juice. I walk for a few minutes and my legs freeze up. I even get random leg cramps at night." Looking at him, I didn't see any obvious illness, but I saw something familiar: the quiet depletion of essential nutrients, something many older adults never realize is happening. So I asked him, "Do you eat leafy greens regularly?" He chuckled and shook his head. "Probably not, since my wife was alive." And that's when I knew this was the missing piece. Not just any vegetable, but a kind of green medicine, for aging muscles and lost energy. Spinach. Spinach might not be the flashiest item on your plate, but when it comes to preserving strength, reducing fatigue, and bouncing back physically after 60, it's as close as it gets to a superfood. Just a handful of leaves can deliver vital nutrients to your muscles, your blood vessels, and the very engine of your vitality. One of the most powerful minerals found in spinach is magnesium. It's the key to helping muscles contract and relax smoothly, nerves fire properly, and cells produce energy efficiently. When magnesium is low, something surprisingly common in older adults, you may notice more cramps, little muscle twitches, or a constant sense of sluggishness throughout the day. Just 1 cup of cooked spinach provides nearly 40% of your daily magnesium needs, helping you move more easily, recover faster after activity, and feel more control over each step you take. Beyond magnesium, spinach is also rich in non-heme iron, the kind of iron that helps oxygen travel throughout your body, especially to your working muscles. Without enough iron, you'll feel leg fatigue, breathlessness, and energy crashes even during small tasks. The good news? Spinach's iron absorbs even better when paired with vitamin C-rich foods like tomatoes, bell peppers, or a splash of lemon juice. Spinach also contains natural nitrates, compounds that help dilate blood vessels, improve blood flow, reduce post-exercise soreness, and increase endurance. Studies show that nitrate-rich greens like spinach can help seniors walk farther, exercise longer, and recover faster. Back to Mr. Marvin. After our visit, his daughter, a retired nurse, began preparing spinach salads for him every couple of days. She tossed the leaves with olive oil, walnuts, and lemon juice. 3 weeks later, he came back for a checkup, walking steadier, no more calf pain or morning dizziness. He smiled and said, "It's just salad, but somehow it's changed my whole life." And the benefits don't stop at muscles. Spinach also strengthens bones and joints through its high vitamin K content, which helps bones stay dense and joints move smoothly. It also provides vitamin A, folate, and antioxidants like lutein, which protect muscle tissue from aging, inflammation, and cellular damage. What I love about spinach is how easy it is to eat, cook, and combine. You can enjoy it raw in salads, lightly sautéed with garlic, blended into smoothies, stirred into soups, eggs, or porridge. Just toss a handful into warm rice or broth, and it melts right in, but its value lasts all day. Ideally, aim for 3 to 4 servings of leafy greens per week, rotating between spinach, kale, and Swiss chard to balance nutrition. If chewing raw greens is hard, steam or lightly stir-fry them. You'll keep most of the nutrients, and they'll be gentler on older stomachs. In short, spinach is a simple food with the strength of a natural tonic. It helps stabilize your legs, feed forgotten muscle groups, boost circulation, and restore the sense of energy you thought had slipped away. Sometimes, a single handful of green leaves is all it takes to begin your journey back to mobility, control, and renewed vitality. 6. Sweet potatoes, the healing carb that fuels your muscles and fights inflammation after 60. I once treated a patient named Mrs. Rita Mendoza, 74 years old, from Tucson, Arizona. She was a positive, active woman who took morning walks every day. But at one point, she began to notice something was off. "Doctor," she said, "I just don't enjoy going out anymore. Every time I come home, my legs ache and feel stiff, like I've just climbed a mountain." She wasn't suffering from any serious disease, but I recognized that subtle signal of aging. When muscles grow weary, joints cry out for relief, and energy seems to vanish after every step. Instead of prescribing pills, I gave her something much simpler: sweet potatoes. Now, you might think carbs are the enemy of aging, especially if you're trying to eat clean. But the truth is, not all carbohydrates are harmful. And when it comes to maintaining muscle strength after 60, sweet potatoes are one of the most powerful sources of fuel your body can rely on every single day. What makes sweet potatoes special is their source of complex carbohydrates, the kind that digests slowly and releases energy steadily, instead of the spike and crash effect caused by sugar or refined starches. This is critical for older adults who need sustained energy to stay active, move independently, and handle daily tasks with ease. A medium sweet potato contains over 500 milligrams of potassium, an essential mineral that helps regulate electrolyte balance, support muscle contractions, and keep nerve signals flowing. After 60, many people become potassium deficient, especially if they take diuretics or eat fewer fruits and vegetables. The result? Cramping, muscle weakness, chronic fatigue, and slower recovery after movement. But it doesn't stop there. Sweet potatoes also contain a powerful plant compound called beta-carotene, which the body converts into vitamin a potent antioxidant that helps fight inflammation, protect muscle tissues, and ease joint pain that quietly chips away at your mobility and energy with age. Mrs. Rita began roasting sweet potatoes twice a week, seasoned with olive oil and rosemary. A month later, she returned to my office looking more radiant than before. "I'm not dreading my walks anymore," she said. "My legs feel more flexible. My body feels stronger. And the funny thing is, I actually look forward to sweet potato night." What many people don't realize is that sweet potatoes also support bone and joint health. Thanks to their natural mix of vitamin C, magnesium, and manganese, they help maintain bone density, improve joint flexibility, and reduce fracture risk, all of which ease the pressure on your muscles and improve balance. From a culinary perspective, sweet potatoes are even more appealing. You can roast, steam, mash, or sauté them. They're delicious and easy to digest. Enjoy them for breakfast with eggs and greens, lunch with leafy salads, or dinner alongside salmon, chicken, or lentils. For best results, choose orange or purple sweet potatoes, as they're richer in antioxidants. And always cook them with a healthy fat like olive oil or avocado oil. This helps your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A and E more effectively. I usually recommend my patients enjoy sweet potatoes 2 to 3 times per week, especially after days with physical activity, when your muscles need the right kind of fuel to recover and stay strong. In short, sweet potatoes aren't just a cozy winter dish or a forgettable side on your dinner plate. They are a smart, healing strategy for nourishing muscle, reducing inflammation, preventing cramps, and speeding recovery after 60. Each well-prepared potato is a small step forward, helping you hold on to the strength, endurance, and independence that aging tries to quietly take away. After decades of treating older adults across the U.S., I've come to a simple truth. It's not just what you add to your plate that matters, it's also what you must start removing, if you don't want your body quietly breaking down day after day. I once had a patient named Mrs. Lois, 72 years old, living alone, neat, and deeply committed to staying healthy. She practiced yoga, took morning walks, ate 3 meals a day, and stayed well hydrated. But one day she came to see me, worried. "Doctor, I feel like I'm getting weaker. My muscles feel soft, even though I'm eating well." I reviewed her daily meals in detail and found the real culprit. It wasn't that she wasn't eating enough. It was that she was unknowingly eating too much of the wrong things, foods that were quietly robbing her of her strength bite by bite. Let me warn you now, there are certain foods that look innocent, but are actually muscle thieves, especially dangerous for seniors. Here are 4 categories of foods you should cut down or completely eliminate if you want to stay strong and mobile after 60. 1. Ultra-processed foods. Think deli meats, packaged ham, sausages, instant noodles, potato chips, crackers, snack cakes. These may be convenient, but they offer almost no real nutrition. They're low in protein, lack essential vitamins and minerals, and are loaded with bad fats and sodium. The result? You feel full, but your muscles are still starving, slowly shrinking and weakening over time. And the excessive sodium and preservatives can trigger chronic low-grade inflammation in muscle tissue, making recovery harder after physical activity. 2. Refined sugar and artificial sweeteners. Sugar hides in more places than you think: cakes, bottled fruit juices, diet sodas, even salad dressings. When you eat too much sugar, especially without protein or fiber, your insulin spikes and crashes, disrupting protein synthesis and breaking down muscle cells. Sugar also speeds up inflammation, interrupting your body's ability to repair muscle, a process that's already slower after 60. 3. Trans fats found in margarine, packaged cookies, frosting, frozen fries. Trans fats are artificially processed to increase shelf life. But inside your body, they act like a toxin. For seniors, trans fats trigger widespread inflammation and weaken the signals that promote muscle growth. They also suppress growth hormone, a key factor in maintaining lean muscle mass. 4. Frequent alcohol consumption. Now, I know many of you are thinking, but doctor, I heard a glass of wine a day is good for the heart. And yes, in moderation, it can be. But regular alcohol use, especially paired with poor food choices, can seriously sabotage your muscles. Too much alcohol slows down muscle protein synthesis, causes dehydration, increases inflammation, and reduces testosterone, a hormone crucial for muscle health, especially in older men. Worse yet, alcohol lowers your inhibition, making you more likely to reach for junk food that further damages your body. Here's the bottom line. Building muscle in old age is not just about eating more, it's also about eating less of the wrong things. Less of what drains your body's strength, less of what quietly chips away at your vitality. And in its place, choose real, whole, nutrient-dense foods, like the 6 we explored in this video. Because every meal is a choice, and every choice can either build you up or break you down. You see, staying strong after 60 isn't out of reach, and it doesn't require expensive prescriptions or complicated diets. It all starts with the simple choices you make, with what you put on your plate each day. 1 chicken thigh instead of deli meat, 1 bowl of lentils instead of instant noodles, 1 cup of cottage cheese before bed, and your body will thank you in ways you can actually feel. In every step you take, every movement you make, and every breath that feels just a little easier. Muscle doesn't disappear overnight, but it won't come back on its own either. It takes the right choices, made with consistency, patience, and a little love for yourself. And if you've learned one thing today, let it be this. Eating in old age isn't just about staying alive. It's about standing tall, living independently, and knowing deep down, you are still strong. And if you're ready to take the next step in your journey, watch my next video. Seniors, avoid eating eggs with these 6 foods. They can cause inflammation and leg pain. I'll reveal the surprising foods that may seem harmless, but when paired the wrong way with eggs, can silently trigger inflammation, joint pain, and weaken your legs. It's a must-watch if you eat eggs daily. I'm Dr. William. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If you found this video helpful, please hit like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. I choose food that keeps my body strong. That one sentence is more than just a comment. It's a reminder to yourself and a light of inspiration for someone else out there who's still searching for their strength.